Every YouTuber has to do one of these types of videos, right? At least one point on their channel. Like, if you don't do at least one of these answering tweets while intoxicated or drinking, then you're just not a real YouTuber, okay? You gotta do what is popular among the current trends of the YouTube sphere. Don't you just want to be a generic, stereotypical YouTuber like everybody else that you fucking watch on this platform? It is time to answer all of your guys' questions. I tweeted out, when did I tweet it out? I don't remember when I tweeted it out. I tweeted out a few days ago on Twitter that I'm going to answer all of your guys' questions in the order in which they appear. And you know what I just noticed? I still have my sticker on here at the bottom of this glass, which proves to you that I don't drink that often. And I'm actually dripping wine on my clothes right now. Yay for jammies, right? Take a look at these. These are my jammies. These are my plaid jammies right here. I love these jammies. These are the best type of jammies to get stains on. Oh my goodness. All right, so I tweeted out, ask me anything by replying to this tweet, and I'll be answering them tomorrow. Tomorrow was like 3 days ago. That's what I remember. 4 days ago, 5 days ago. Maybe it was a week ago. Oh no, it says on Twitter. October 1st. Oh, it was a week ago. And the very first tweet is... yes or no. Only Max would send me this meme. But you know, I feel bad for the dude. I really do. And I give him some love and attention. So yeah, my answer is yes. Don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, you probably should judge it by its cover. But every single person, no matter how ugly they are. And like, look at this guy. That guy's ugly, man. And no matter how ugly they are, everybody deserves to have a little bit of love, a little bit of affection, a little bit of care. We're human, for God's sakes. Everybody needs a little bit of that. But good job on that meme, because that's a meme that I hadn't seen in a very, very, very long time. I actually completely forgot about it. What You Drinkin' by Butt Boob. I am drinking one of Park Cellar blackberry wine. I don't know. Zoom in. There we go. This is actually made in my home state up in Mount Vernon, Washington. Blackberry wine. It's made in my state of Washington, and it's really good. It's blackberry wine, and it's amazing. It's really tasty. I've only been able to find it in like 2 places, but it's blackberry wine. Blackberry is like one of my all-time favorite type of berries, and you make it into alcohol. It's the best. Like this, even people who don't like wine that I've exposed this type of wine to, they like this wine. That's how good it is. Even if you don't drink, people like this stuff. Can I send you a thong? A new one, because I'm gonna treat you like the king you are. Nova JXOXO. You can send me a thong, and I will wear it for you. Just for you, though. Nobody else. Can I pet one of your dogs when I go to Washington? Absolutely. My dogs love pets. They love meeting new people. Have you ever been so far as to even pretend to even want to go do more, like... I don't know what you're saying. Alexa. Sorry, can't answer that. Sexy Edwin. Do you believe eating out is a nice gesture to a woman? I think it's a perfectly nice gesture. I just think that you need to be careful who you eat out. I don't think you should eat out every girl that you see or you meet or you get in, like, I don't know. I just think you should be careful who you eat out, because a lot of people have STDs nowadays, okay? I'm clean, and I know a lot of other people who are clean, but if you're one of those guys who just wants to, you know, like, suck on that clit every single girl that you're with, every girl that you meet, every girl that you go out with, you're probably eventually going to get some sort of STD, because, I don't know, it's just be careful. Eating a girl out is a nice gesture, but only do it to people who actually deserve it. That's my thing. Only do it to the girls who deserve it. Like, personally, I think eating a person out is wonderful. It's something that I thoroughly enjoy doing. Not gonna go into any more detail than that, but that's as far as you got from me. I don't consider that super duper personal. It's just like, some girls like sucking dick, some guys like sucking cats, I don't know. Hentai or regular porn? I am not a fan of the hentais in any way. I don't understand the people who can whip out their dick and look at a cartoon image and get off from that. I mean, if you do, if you get off the My Little Ponies, if you get off to fucking Rugrats, if you get fucking off to Power Rangers, you do you, man. As long as nobody's getting hurt, don't give a shit what you're getting off to. But for me personally, I can't look at cartoons and get a boner off that. It just has never happened, and will never happen. Don't understand the appeal of, like, cartoons and stuff. But hey, no judgment here. If that's what you want to do, you do it. Most embarrassing moment in my life. Most embarrassing moment in my life? It's really hard to embarrass me. Because, again, not a lot of things really embarrass me. I mean, if we really want to get honest, I think this image is one of the most embarrassing images of me. And I know people post this on my Discord and stuff all the time. But that's a video I regret making, and I hate that when you, like, search my legal name, that's one of the first photos that pops up. That's what I find embarrassing, more than anything, probably, is the fact that this is the image that you find when you search my name, is me back in my fucking cringe atheist edge days, 2008, sucking on a goddamn motherfucking banana. You know, I can kind of understand the misconception, the rumor, the gossip of Mr. Repzion likes sucking cock. Because if you ever saw that original video and even just that photo, I probably would be really good at sucking dick if I wanted to. Tell us one of your kinks. Why do people always ask this? Look, I may be intoxicated a bit right now, and I may be loopy. I'm a personal person when it comes to myself. I don't want to just blare out everything about my life and my sexual preferences and kinks and things like that. But I will spit. I'm Food asked this on Twitter. Tell us one of your kinks. This is the only one I'm gonna give out on a publicly. I think having sex in public is really hot. I've never done it. I'd like to experience it one day, but I think that is definitely one of my kinks, is I'd like to have, like, go out to a park at night and, like, fuck on a bench. Go into, like, you know, a mall store and, like, go into the changing room or something, you know? Being in public and doing things that you shouldn't be doing, I find that really hot, and it's definitely a kink of mine. How does one enjoy Corey in the house? You don't. What do you think you'd be like as a woman? Oh, I definitely have probably 1 million subscribers by now if I was a woman. I mean, I think I personally, people already call me a woman lesbian already because of my hair a lot of the times. But I think that if I was a woman with the same opinions and being vocal about what I believe in a lot of things and making the videos I do, I think I would be a lot higher subscriber count, and I would be I'd be more well known than I am. Because people like women, like a woman with a strong opinion who's vocal about her stances on issues and, like, who vocalizes that. Just look at Shoe on Head, for example. She is very, very successful. And no, I'm not gonna say I think she's successful because of her looks. I think she's actually truly successful because, for one thing, she's super funny. And that's not a lot of, I can't say that about a lot of people on YouTube is watching somebody and I laugh, and Shoe on Head is definitely somebody who I watch and I laugh at a lot of her content. And she's very vocal about her stances, and people like that. There need to be more women being vocal about what they stand for. And I'm not talking about standing for, like, everyday feminism or things like, hey, I think that if you interrupt a dude or you interrupt a conversation, that's harassment. I don't think things like that. I mean, having an opinion that may not be popular among a specific gender. That's what I'm saying. Show your tit. Alright. Look, tit. Do you consider yourself dominant or submissive, or a little both? I am submissive female and likes kitten play, just curious. Not into kitten play. Gonna be right out there, not my thing. But growing up, like when I was like 18, 19, 20, even 21, I always thought that I was one of those like 100% submit type of dudes. I want a girl to dominate me. I'm not gonna do anything. I just want her to take away my masculinity. Like, at one point, I was that person. As I've been getting older, I've been realizing that I'm technically, from everything I've taken, for like BDSM stuff, I come out as I'm a switch, but I definitely enjoy being more dominant. Like, I prefer to be actually the person on top now. Whereas when I was a few years ago, I thought the exact opposite. I wanted it to be, you know, I'm the submissive one. And I think it's healthy to have a balance between submissive and dominant. But if we were to go to like what my preference is personally, for me, I prefer to be the more dominant person. Do I have any secret talents? I can balance a fidget spinner on my dick. Check me out on Pornhub if you haven't seen that video. It's a pretty well received and kind of viral video on Pornhub. Small doggies or big doggies? Well, it really depends on what you want. If you want a smaller dick licking with peanut butter on your balls, definitely go for a bigger dog. I like bigger dogs rather than smaller dogs, but there are a few breeds of smaller dogs that I would really like. Is God cute? God doesn't exist. Do I have any tips for someone who wants to travel solo? Don't get raped. Most of all, don't go where there's lots of Muslims. What is one of the most awkward situations I've been in? I think I'm not the only one who's experienced these types of awkward situations. I'm not somebody who feels awkward, very rarely. But I was in a situation where I was with my friend and he was with his current girlfriend, and they started fighting in front of me with their kid that was in the room. And when I say fight, I mean like yelling at each other and calling each other names and stuff. And I was there like just sitting on the couch. I'm like, what is happening? That type of stuff makes me feel really awkward and uncomfortable. Especially that their kid was in the room. You have a house guest over and you're fighting with one another when I'm right here. Like, can you wait till I leave or something before you make me feel super uncomfortable and awkward? Are you a fan of Philip DeFranco? A long time ago, I wasn't. Like, a long time ago. We're talking pre-2008. But it's actually a funny story about Philip DeFranco. I don't know who remembers this, but when I first started on YouTube, I made an anti-Philip DeFranco video, and I called Philip out for, I think it was false thumbnails, which he actually admits this, but he would make really, you know, like false thumbnails with like women with cleavage and stuff in it, but I don't really care about that now. But I accused him of something what did I accuse him of? I accused him of view-botting. Yeah, that's what I did. I accused Philip DeFranco of view-botting, but the problem is with that accusation I made, I had no evidence of it, and I don't know. God, that was like right when I was like right as I was like transitioning out of religion. That was like 2009, 2010, right? And I remember Philip responded to me. He's like, you have no evidence of this. I don't even remember, blah, blah, blah. And then he blocked me on Twitter. And I believe it was PAX of last year. Philip was at not party, but like at a food event that I was at. And I went up to him and I talked to him, and I apologized for that because I felt super stupid. And I love Philip DeFranco's videos now. I find him very informational, and I watch every single video that he does. You know, at one point I'd like to do something like what he does on his channel, on mine. But I apologized to him because I felt really, really stupid about what I did, and I made an accusation with no evidence to back that up. And I don't know. I don't even know what I'm telling. I shouldn't even be. Point is, I like Philip DeFranco. I used to, like years ago, I used to not like him, but now I've grown to really like and respect him as a person. He's one of the few YouTubers where I constantly go back and watch their content. So, what about you has changed the most as I've gotten older? Definitely my tolerance for no bullshit. Meaning that, like, if I find out, like, a close friend of mine lies to me or hides behind something or talks behind my back in any way, they're fucking done. I'm done. As I'm getting older, I'm realizing not to give people so many chances to either fuck me up in either like fucking me up in some way, such as the type of friendship where, you know, you do one thing for the person all the time, you go out your way for them, and then when you need help, they can't do that to you. I'm no bullshit no more. Like, you fucking fuck with me, you fuck up once, I don't want you in my life, you're out. Granted, it depends on what the severity is of what the person's doing, but I've just had a lot of people I've let into my life who have sucked me dry of not only like my emotions, but also my time. And well, this one's more of my fault, but even money. I'm done doing that shit. As I'm getting older, I have a lower and lower tolerance for people, and I'm realizing that more and more people are absolutely shitty. Not all, but a large portion. Do I have a body pillow, and would I ever consider getting one? I do have a body pillow, and no, it's not an anime fucking hentai shit, you perverted turds. I have a Captain Phasma body pillow, thank you very much. Yeah, that motherfucker, it's a she. That bitch right there, that's the body pillow I have. She's in fucking full armor, and she's a goddamn motherfucking stormtrooper. I don't believe in that fucking anime hentai bullshit. Ooh, I'm gonna have an anime body pillow with some fake ass fucking titties, and I'm gonna fucking rub on this every morning. Yeah, no, that's not me. What are my thoughts on Hunter Avalone? Funny dude, I like him a lot. Is gender a social construct? No. What got you into YouTube? I needed somebody to talk to, and I chose a camera, and that sounds cliche, but that's the reality. What's my favorite video game? Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. What would I consider my biggest strength and biggest flaw be? Definitely one of my biggest flaws is I procrastinate a lot. I put things off until the very last minute, and then sometimes, because of that, I then fuck myself over with my own doings because I procrastinated something that I shouldn't have done. I think my greatest strength is that I don't back down from my stances on issues. I'm not somebody to pander to any one person, even if it's like for money or views or anything really. Like if I have a stance on an issue, that stance is not going to change unless something dramatic can convince me otherwise of why I'm wrong or something. Like I'm not somebody to just to, what's the, no, I don't want to say two-faced. What's the term where you like, no, flip-flop. I'm not a flip-flopper. I don't flip-flop shit all the time. I make a stance on an issue, and that's my stance. You know, it doesn't matter if it's the popular opinion on YouTube, whatever gets me the most subs and subscribers. That's what really matters, like Steve Shibes. Because, you know, the left pays a lot of money, but I'm not somebody to fucking make my viewpoints in order to gain favor. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not that type of person. What is my all-time favorite anime? Cowboy Bebops. Are black people black? Are white people white? I don't know. Answer that question. Does Bruno Mars gay? Abso-fucking-lutely. How? Oh my goodness. Lexi. Of course you would. Of course you would. How big is your dick? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's in the 5 range. It's below 6. I'm gonna say 5.4 between 5.10. Somewhere in between that, I fall on the normal average. I mean, if you want to pay me like $5 grand, I'll show you my dick for free. Are you the real nigga, Daniel? Oh, God, I don't like saying nigga. I sound so fucking I sound like a fucking faggot when I say that. Anytime I say nigga, there's a reason why I don't fucking say that word. It's horrible. Like, I'm too white, dude. I'm way too fucking white. What's 2 plus 2? 6. Thick or thin? Having been with a thin-boned girl who weighed exactly 90 pounds, I prefer thick. That's just my preference. Doesn't mean I would never date somebody who's thin. I've dated people who are thin, but I prefer a little bit of meat on them. I prefer curves. Are traps gay? Abso-fucking-lutely. Boobs or ass? Like if a girl has huge tits, but a pancake ass, or an awesome plump but flat chest, what would be preferable to you? I would much rather have someone with a big fucking ass and have someone with flat tits versus big tits and no ass. Did I say that right? I'm dyslexic and I'm intoxicated, so I'm just trying to, yeah, I said that right. I prefer a big butt rather than flat, big boobs. Dr. Pepper or Mr. Pibb? Neither. I don't like soda. I don't like Dr. Pepper. If I do drink soda, it's usually Orange Crush. Will you let us call you daddy? Sure, if you pay me. Would I fully transition to a woman's surgery and all for $100 million? For $100 million? Yes. I would transition to a woman and surgery and all. That's $100 million. And you know what I would do? Even if I went through the transition, I went through that, I would travel everywhere in the world. I would go crazy on my photography. And that's one of my biggest things that I've always wanted to do photography full time and travel the world and take photos. And this would grant that. So if I got to become a woman and go through the surgery to do that, hell yeah, I'll do it. What are your fetishes? I already gave one of my kinks. I'm not going to answer that. Too private. Can I eat your ass? I mean, if you pay me a large sum of money, sure, why not? Will the real Repzion please stand up? What website do you sell your pictures on? I don't. It's all private clientele. If you want pictures of my feet, send me an email. It's linked down below in the description. Do I smoke pot? about maybe once a week. Do I jerk off with my dominant hand or non-dominant hand? It makes a hell of a difference. This is an interesting question, and it's because I'm right-handed. Like, I do almost everything with my right hand, but when it comes to, like, jerking off, right, I use my left hand. In fact, when I use my dominant hand, which is my right hand, to do my thing, I'm not comfortable doing it. I use my left hand, which is my non-dominant hand, and I prefer almost all the time. I think I've done it like once or twice in my life with my dominant hand. I don't understand why, because I do everything else with my right hand. Even when I do welding, I do it with my right hand, but when it comes to, you know, playing with the diddle, it's always my left. Favorite sex position? Doggy all the way. What is my favorite type of pornography? Definitely amateur. I don't like watching, you know, all the set up scripted brazzers and stuff like that. Amateur, where you have two people, like, who actually love each other and, like, want to have sex and who, like, care for each other are going at it. I don't like pre-planned scripted porn stuff. Not my thing. Would I put my dick on Pornhub? Yes, I would if I was not. My face wasn't in it and nobody knew who I was. Would you ever date a fan if they were hot and had an amazing personality? I'm open to anything. One of the things about dating a fan that I'm kind of against is I don't want a fan. The thing about fans on the internet, right, is that they see me different. They don't know me personally, and what they see on the internet is what they want. They don't actually, most people who, like, watch me don't want to actually get to know me as, like, Daniel, not Mr. Repzion. Because everybody I've ever met, even fans, always tell me the same thing. When I went out with people and fans, they tell me, Daniel, you're completely different on videos than I am in real life. And it's true, I am. And I would want that fan to see me for me, and I don't know if that's technically possible because I feel like a fan's look on me is just always going to be skewed a little bit. Maybe I could be wrong in the future, I don't know. If I bust a nut and nobody's there to catch it in their mouth, did you really even bust a nut? Yes, because my dog cleans it up every goddamn time. Was that too much? I think that was too much. People are going to report me. Daniel, bestiality. I assure you, they're being taken care of well. Nobody's cleaning me up. My dogs are fine. It was a fucked up joke. Get over it, you fucking little pussies. Do I think kids should have access to smartphones on YouTube? My daughter is 6 years old and asking me for one. Myself and my partner said no. I just want to say that you are an awesome parent because of that. We don't need more children popping out of the womb with cell phones, an iPad, and a fucking PS4 on the top of their head. We don't need children. I mean, it's almost impossible at this point to not have children who are born 4 or 5 years old using smartphones and things like that. But I definitely think, like my childhood, I didn't have those things growing up. I think when I have children in the next 10 years or so, I want them to go out and use their imagination, go have fun, do things outside. Because that was my childhood. My mom would like, Daniel, you're annoying today, because I was homeschooled, go out in the woods. And I would go out in the woods and I would chop trees down, I would play with my dogs, I would make trails, I'd make my little tree forts and stuff. And that was a good part of my childhood. Because I didn't have these stupid fucking things in my stupid hand and graph. Like, I didn't have these things, okay? This stuff, this phone, this social media is a cesspool of negativity. And yeah, there's positives to that, but I don't want my child to be exposed at a young age and be sucked into every goddamn night playing Minecraft because that's all that he can fucking do. And that's all of his real friends are over, you know, Minecraft. He doesn't have any social real life skills with other kids his age. He's just more, I'm all over the place. No, kids should not have smartphones at super young ages. Just my opinion. Sure, a lot of modern parents disagree, but I don't want to raise my child that way. Have I ever done anal? The answer is yes, and I prefer it a lot. I think anal is pretty fucking awesome. All you scared guys out there who are afraid to put it into the taco chamber, by all means, just use a condom, make sure that she goes poo before you do it, and you'll be fucking fine. Anal is life, man. Really is. Is there an updated game you'd like to see updated and remade? Remade. Yes, Jedi Outcast. What do I think about tongue buttering turtle caves? Do you guys even know what tongue buttering turtle caves are? And this is asked of Weeboo Jones. The answer is, what do I think? I think it's pretty fucking cool. It's called a euphorism. Did I say that wrong? I think I said that wrong. It's not a euphorism. That's not a euphorism. What? Fuck no. In case you don't know what it means, what do you think about tongue buttering turtle? Try to say that 10 times fast. Tongue buttering turtle calves. Tongue buttering turtle calves. Caves. Why did I say calves? Tongue buttering turtle calves. Caves. It's fucking C-A-V-E-S, and I keep saying calves. I'm not fucking thinking about fucking eating a fucking cow's asshole out. Tongue buttering turtle caves. Tongue buttering turtle caves. Tongue buttering turtle caves. Tongue buttering turtle cave. Am I a fan of the Halo series? Yes. Halo 1 through 3 is where the best is, in my opinion. I think the franchises went to shit. And ladies and gentlemen, we are all done. That is all. I got, I think, 180 replies to that tweet. Obviously, I didn't go through every single one of them, but a lot of them are very repetitive. Same questions, same questions, same questions. But I don't know. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. I promise you not all my videos are like this. Anyways, guys, I just want to thank you guys for the replies. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Mr. Repzion. I'm fairly active on there. Follow me on Instagram. It's Sulzbach, DDSULZBACH. That's my Instagram. I run a photography page, and I want to start... People have been asking to buy my prints. I don't know. I don't know if I should do that or not. Anyway, I'm done. I don't even know where I'm at. I'm going to try to stream Cuphead on Monday. Cuphead. I'm going to stream Cuphead this Monday. The time will yet to be determined. I'll post a linky thingy before I stream it. So, thank you guys.